I moved into the apartment last fall. A modern, quiet building with beige walls, thin doors, and neighbors who mostly kept to themselves. My unit sat in the back corner of the 4th floor, overlooking a quiet alley. It wasn't perfect, but it felt safe. Predictable. The first couple of weeks passed uneventfully. I was still settling in, getting used to the rhythms, the heater's low rumble, footsteps above, the occasional slam of a hallway door. Nights were peaceful, and for once, I slept well. But around the 3rd week, I started hearing a baby crying. The first time was at 2 a.m. Soft, distant, not loud enough to be alarming. I figured it was a neighbor with a newborn. But the crying came again the next night. Same time. Same tired sound. It didn't seem to come from above or next door, it felt like it was inside my unit, near the closet in the bedroom corner. I checked once, just coats and boxes, nothing unusual. Still, it kept happening. Always around the same time. Always the same sound, faint and resigned, like a baby that had given up hoping anyone would come. I asked the neighbor above me if she had a baby. She looked confused. No, just me and my dog. I brushed it off, joked about thin walls, but her eyes lingered like she wasn't quite buying her own answer either. Then, one night, I heard 3 soft knocks, from inside the closet. Not the door. Not the wall. The closet. They were faint, deliberate, spaced evenly. I didn't open it. I stood still, barely breathing, until silence returned. In the morning, I checked again. Everything seemed normal, except for a small vent low on the closet wall. Crooked. Slightly newer than the rest. I'd never noticed it before. I asked maintenance about it. He glanced at the building plans and said it just led to the wall cavity, no crawl space, no room behind it. I avoided the closet after that. The crying became less frequent, but I slept worse. I kept the door closed, the light on, and a pillow pressed against my back. It didn't feel like something had stopped, it felt like something was waiting. One evening, I ran into the neighbor again while collecting mail. She asked if I was still hearing that sound. I said maybe. She said her dog had started pacing at night, whining at a specific corner of the kitchen, refusing to go in some nights. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. That weekend, I set up a small motion camera inside the closet, aimed at the vent. I didn't expect much. The first 2 nights, nothing. On the 3rd, it recorded a 3-second clip. Black frame, soft scraping, then a sudden metallic pop, like the vent shifting. That was it. I moved out 2 weeks later. Said it was for work. I packed quickly, kept the closet shut the entire time, and didn't wait for my deposit. A month later, curiosity got the better of me. I looked up the address online. No crimes, no deaths. Just one thread on an old neighborhood forum, someone asking if anyone had heard crying at night in the back corner units. One reply stood out: if you hear it again, don't open the grate. Since I left, I haven't heard it again. But I still wonder why the sound always came from the same place, always the same time. It never felt random. It felt like it cried not to be saved, but just to be heard. And when I left, it finally went quiet. But the way that silence followed me out still doesn't feel like peace.